Without working as a team, this dream could not have happened. So you need to focus on more of the teamwork and how to make it. And that's what Josh Pro represents, man. He always been working as a team and getting things done. So big up to Josh Pro. What up, Josh? You good?
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming on, man.
No, I appreciate you every time I come through, man.
Yeah, I love when you come here because we always get some knowledge out. I'm gonna turn down the music for this because this is gonna be a real show tonight, man. So, L.A., you moved.
I did it, man.
Oh my God!
It's finally happened.
The reason it's so it's so good to talk about because Josh has been telling me for a while he wanted to move to L.A. and he was gonna make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
But then you tend to hear a lot of people always say, "I'm gonna make this happen," and then later on, 5 years from now, you still see them the same spot, same area.
Yeah.
But what made you decide that I'm going, I'm dipping?
I got inspired too also by, just from talking with Renegade, with JG, and also just having a thought. I don't know, before I left, I knew it was something I had to do because I discovered it's either in Cayman, we have a scene that's building, but I know it's either you go through the internet or you go out there and shake the people's hands. And I've been doing the internet for a long time and I felt like, you know what, I'm not really scared to go there and try and see what happens because I knew because a lot to do with the fears people feel like they might fall, but then I from doing video and building myself as a creative director, I learned that I could be anywhere and not sink. And I know me going there with that thought too made me feel so confident that I didn't realize that everyone that's going there might be on the same page, and I didn't even thought that. I just thought when I get there I'll be the guy that everybody gonna come running to as soon as I landed. I don't know why I even thought that, but I'm glad I did because I don't think I would have had that confidence to go there and try that too.
Exactly. How was that landing though?
Yo, it was a landing.
It was a landing,
flat
right?
ground, landing. At first it was like, all right, maybe it might take a little bit to start rolling. And I realized months go by and it's like, wow, I'm on Craigslist looking for jobs and trying to make these things happen with people and nothing's going through. I'm trying to figure out what do I gotta do because of the perception I went on going there with thinking it's gonna work this way, and it took me going all the way to the bottom of just the bottom, just realizing I don't know what to do anymore.
Yeah.
And just knowing that there's nothing I don't know what to do made me realize and open my ears to listen to what God got to tell me what I got to do. And I started seeing the signs and I started picking up on it. And it's only been in the last month. I've been going for 5-6 months now.
Yeah, it's been around that, right?
Yeah. It feels so short, but it feels so long at the same time just from the struggle.
I think for me it's long.
It feels long, right?
It feels long, but then when you just mentioned that, I would have answered it with a year.
Yeah.
Because I felt like it was a year.
Like
yeah.
that. Mine.
But then you say that 6 months and you've done some amazing things within 6 months.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the struggles a little bit first.
Yeah,
we have to get through that first, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, what was the first thing you bucked up on that made you say, oh my God, maybe this is... Wow.
No money coming. It's and it's so expensive over there. My rent, I don't even want to say the price, but it's nothing, no normal state card. So most people can't imagine what it. So knowing that there's a pressure that I have to pay the bills and there's nothing coming in, it's that was a crazy part. So me just and that made me panic too. So that were another part of the struggle coming. When you panic and you start doing any and everything.
Well, what's panic to you though? What do you mean by panic?
Doing any and everything. And you're not supposed to do any and everything in life. In life, you should have a set goal on exactly what you know that your lane's supposed to be and stick in that lane. And I've been following that until I started panicking, and that's what my panic was. Just thinking I was on Craigslist getting the worst of the worst jobs, the most unappreciated jobs, and I would have to do it. And you can see it in the vlogs that at certain times I would just vlog some stuff. I don't like showing the negative side, but I feel like. It's sometimes you just gotta show what life is for
you have to. So you have to.
That's what I be doing in the vlogs. But the negative side was another negative side, but my slumped up sides was going through those panics, because it was a definite panic. Because I just thought I gotta serve my people well. I gotta be the one to go there and show people what I don't know, just be the guy that makes everything work.
Overexcited to show people that moving was everything.
Yeah, and I didn't want to fall. Because if I fell and I end up back here, people what you doing back here? So that's why I didn't even want to come back.
Was that a fear? Was that one of your biggest fear, coming back
to Cayman and have nothing to show?
Oh man, so you were afraid of people say, you went to LA but you didn't make it.
Yeah.
That must feel.
You understand?
I don't know what type of struggles you were going through when you were thinking that.
It's all of that on top of it. It's making money, trying to show Cayman does have talent, we can make it over there. It's all of that all in one, So it was definitely crazy, man.
Man, Josh Pearl in the building. Welcome to Star 92.7, your favorite radio station. It's the Homeland Show. When we come back, we're going to ask Josh, what job did he get on Craigslist? What was your worst job? We're going to ask you that when we come back. Like, what job did you pick up just to survive in L.A.? Keep it locked, man. Here's Josh Pearl right now. Control in the cut. Josh Pearl's in the studio hanging out with me, and he's talking about his new beginnings, man, his opportunity in L.A., how it started, where he got, the struggles, the jobs that he had to take in order to survive in L.A. Craigslist, huh?
Okay,
Craigslist. You know, I was never a fan of that site because I looked at it like, what is this, man? Anything can happen on that site.
I banned the site from my brain. I stopped going in there. After I realized, I was like, I wrote it in my books of what not to do anymore.
So not to do that.
Never going Craigslist ever for nothing anymore.
So we got to talk about it then. What's the worst job did you get? Because you were desperate at this point.
I was about to become. I just thought I was gonna say one, but I'll go back to that one.
Nah, go say that one. Say that one that you were about to say because it looked like it's about to be.
I was about to become a paparazzi.
Oh, you see?
Swear to God, I did an interview and everything, and I was like, I went up to one of the events, and it was like they gave me the whole game on how it works, and they would like, tell me where and when. Pop up, take the pictures, but it was one of the weirdest ones, but one of the worst ones.
Josh Pearl, a
paparazzi. You feel me? Like,
how much did they pay for that job?
And that's the thing, you can either get zero or you can get $10,000 check or whatever, but you never know. But most times it's a $0 check until you get that one Justin Bieber when he gets in a fight or something very special. But a regular photo, and the thing is, like, you got to be the first person to get the photo to these people. So it's like, of course, there's 10,000, like 50 people do photo. So if you're the first one, so it's like it's a struggle job if you don't know what you're doing. So I know that would take a couple months and stuff for me to get. I know I would have been getting no money if I just like started doing that, because it's like,
man.
And I know regular job.
Did you do any of the jobs at all? No.
I did one. I went and I saw it just to see what it was, cause like, you know what can I relate? At this point now I realized like, yo, like in LA, like I'm just like, this like I say I was just doing any and everything, and I was like, let me do it. I was about to become a model and everything, like, you know, just like all different types of things. You know, like, because it's a city where all that be going on. So people come up to me like, I want you to come do photo shoots with me. I was looking at like, I'm not, and that's another thing too, because it made me realize like, you know, I could be what I want to be, however I want to hold it, but I'm not going to do any and everything. But one of the other jobs I vlogged it too is me filming at this and it was a cool job. The reason why I did not like it is because what I was getting paid. People said, one woman comment after I posted it saying, "Oh, you complaining about working this type of job?" And I like, cause I was complaining about the hours, but then I know how much I'm supposed to be getting paid for those hours and stuff. And I got like legit what I was supposed to get. I got like one tenth of what a regular person was supposed to get paid for that job. Man. So that's what I was complaining about. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it was like legit like.
But you were grateful because you did it.
Yeah.
And I heard that you did it the next week.
I had to do it for two weekends straight, and it was like 13-hour shifts. And the money that I got from that was never even close to what you're supposed to get for doing that much hours. That's what I was complaining about. I wasn't complaining about doing the hours. Yeah. It's like it wasn't right, but that's what Craigslist is people that don't care about what special thing you can do, if it's video, if it's commercials, whatever. They don't care. They just know anyone's desperate on that site, so they can get the lowest price ever. And I had to do it because I just needed money, regardless. Oh, man. So that was a struggle. It wasn't a bad job because I was just filming like people dancing and stuff, but it was just like the concept of the job that I had. Like. So you did the oh my God, the paparazzi once. Yeah. What was your job as the paparazzi? What do you have to do? They gave me the pass and tell me where I got to be at what time, and this is what going on that event. Get whatever pictures of who was going to be there. They said this person going to be there. If you could get some dope pictures and get it, tell them on time. As soon as you snap the picture, you got to get it uploaded to this one site because there's other people that's racing. They put it at the same time, and I didn't get it on time. It's a hustle. So you didn't put it up on time? I put it up on time, but the time that I put it up on, like, there's people like just they already got a system set up where somebody they already know what to do. They already know what to do. Like they've been doing it for months and years and however long. So they professionals to me. I'm like, damn, how do I get to an internet? How do I get to upload it so fast? Like, and it's more than that too. It's like the picture that you do get is like, did they fall down the stairs? Like, were they crying? Was it a bad time in their life? So that you got a picture of it so they could talk about whatever. Because just having them smiling, it's cool. Man. Did you see anybody that was worth seeing at the time? I seen a lot of people. I seen Marlon Wayans. Yeah. Yeah, I went up to him too. I was like, yo, Marlon. And he like acting like he never even knew his name. And this wasn't even in a busy place, right? I was like, Marlon, wins. And he looked at me like at the corner, yeah, and he like kind of like put his hand on my face, like, nah, like don't talk to me. And he kept walking. I was like, damn.
Because he saw you were paparazzi.
I don't know. I had a camera, man, but this wasn't that time.
He told you can't approach people in LA with a camera.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to get in the vlog. I was like, yo, say something for King.
Oh my god.
It was, yeah. I
just
seen
lose the camera next time.
I know, right? I seen
do
a couple
the accent
people.
and then say.
You think that's why?
I'll film you. Yeah.
That's what I thought about afterwards. I was like, I should have approached that.
Man, so you did. What you did is you did what you have to do in order to make what you need to happen. And that's one of the things I like about Josh Pearl, man. He does things like this. Like he knows what his passion is, and he's not gonna make it overcome his dream. Like you're not gonna be in it so long that you make it say, okay, what was my real purpose here? Like why am I supposed to be here for?
Yeah.
So what happened after that?
My whole mental switch. Like I said, I looked at everything different. I looked at let me start targeting just the music scene. So I envisioned like me just going out and doing stuff with people that's in the music industry and learning how to network in the proper way instead of just going on business, giving out business cards. Let me connect with these people. So I started figuring out like I just want to stick in the music industry, and I use the video to connect with artists. So it's either I get a job from them from doing a music video, or they like me enough where they want to collaborate with me. So it's a win-win if I stick with this path. And what I was about to start saying, I met with these guys, and it just started happening recently too. Yeah. I don't know if you want to go into that now.
We're definitely going to get back into that because Josh Pearl's hanging out with us. I'm going to find out who these guys are. Pretty famous guys, man. Definitely. So I want to get to know how you met them, where they took you, and how you felt when they took you there. Yeah. That was like a high moment for you, right? Yeah, so we're going to be talking about that. Josh Pearl's in the studio. Plus, we're going to be talking about his brand new video, which is out right now on his website, savside.com. Make sure you go check it out. One Night in LA, I promise you, is one of those videos you definitely have to go and watch. My homies is next. Thank y'all for tuning in. My name is Drama Dan. Got Josh Pearl in the building. We're talking about the LA experience, man. We talked about the struggles, you know, him leaving the island, landing, expecting like a parade to come out there and that was kind of like what it felt like. Yeah, but like everybody's going to show Josh.
That's that guy, man. Yeah. We've been waiting.
We seen your YouTube videos. Yeah. Nah, but it was a hit in the face. Yeah, definitely. And it was basically him realizing there's a bigger world out there, and he has to work to achieve what he achieved here in a bigger world. In a bigger world. And you even got desperate when it came to money. Yeah. And did a couple of odd jobs. Like one of the jobs that we were been shocked about was paparazzi job. Yeah, paparazzi. One time. Did you even get paid for that? Nah, I did it. I realized that this is not gonna be mine, and I should stop right here. Whatever it takes, though. Yeah, definitely. Whatever it takes. My hustle game was on another level. Just seeing people over there. When I came here, I was like, no second I want to waste anymore. Every day I wake up over there, I just want to be moving and doing something because it's alive. Like time is really like you were saying, how bad do you want it? And I always wanted that hustle in my soul to just get up, and then starting to get there. You know, where I just want to be moving every day doing something. Oh man, that's incredible. So you recently, after that Craigslist situation, you fell into like this depression. Where it was kind of like, why am I here? What am I doing here? How am I going to make this work? Yeah. And like I said, I called you a few times, I could hear it in your voice, and I was like, yo, man, Josh, don't give this up. Yeah. Man. I would love when you would call, too, because you would just make me feel like, oh, man, I could still keep going and trying to make this happen. You were there for a reason. Yeah. Like, that wasn't, I hate when people talk to me like, I'm not supposed to be here. Mm. So why are you there? What's the point? Like, why are you even shedding that late? Yeah. You were supposed to be there. Yeah. You were every destination that you are. You're supposed to be there for a reason. Mm. These guys in the studio hanging out. Big up to Trey. Big up to your homie Prasco. I always forget how to say it. He's here for a reason. Yeah. Like he was here tonight for a reason. Definitely. You figure it out later on, but you're here for a reason. Yeah. Whether it's Trey's learning, whether he's building an experience on that camera because one day he's gonna own his own production company, we don't know. But he's here for a reason, man. So that's why when I called you, I was like, yo, Josh, hold this up. And people did it for you. You got so many calls. Yeah. So many calls. That's what I was happy about. People were supportive. Definitely. Even though there's people that made negative comments, you still had a lot of people supporting you. Oh, for sure, yo. More than ever, yo. I loved it, yo. Like, a lot of people would definitely let me and say, yo, keep doing it, yo. Like, we rooting on you. And it was so great. What was the best advice you got in that situation? The best period? Like, who lifts you up more than anybody? Yo, it's just a collective because they're just different perspectives that people would have. Yeah. And they would just tell me their perspectives, and
like I said, I was just always just trying to live back to what God gonna show me, and so I would just say him showing, having you call me,
Yeah.
and you would call me at the right times when I would need it, because it'd just be like the worst thing would have just happened, and if for some reason you called at that exact time,
Oh,
so I'm
man.
like, you know, like, so like it'd be like Patrice would call me and everything,
Yeah.
like, so a lot of people, and even just messages from people here just saying, yo, I don't know exactly what I could tell you, but I just know you just gotta keep doing what you're doing. So just all of that, all collectively,
Yeah.
you know, and I guess, you know, God just making that become a thing, you know.
You getting all of those messages and all those calls,
Mm.
and everything just started working out. Because when we met in Miami, you had a big smile on your face.
Oh man, I
Huge
was so
smile on
happy
your
to see you and
face.
Steph,
Yeah.
man. For
Huge smile. I was like, yo.
Yeah.
I was happy at that moment because I was excited to see you because I was wondering, okay, when are we going to see Josh?
Yeah.
Finally saw Josh. Excited, man.
Yeah.
And you went back to LA and we didn't hear from you, but we knew something was up.
Yeah.
What was cooking up?
Man, I've been moving like this last month.
Yeah.
Like I was saying earlier, I was like, I just do, cause I knew it was that time. I met, and it felt like, you know, it'd be one of them rap stories when it's like, yo, it happened where I got introduced to this one guy. And he told me, he was like, yo, let's go to San Francisco, shoot a music video, because he figured I'd do videos. Same day I met him. I don't know this guy for nothing. I just know where his credentials. He like I said, he made the song, the beat for, you guessed it, huge song that's still on the charts right now. And so I was like, all right, let me take this chance to drive 6 hours with you and shoot this music video for you for free and see what happens, you know. And through that, he took me to San Francisco. I went to SoundCloud, made some connections there at the headquarters.
Yeah.
You know, so I made some connections there where I know people there now. And we shot a video, and ended up shooting a video for OG Mako, the guy that sings the song, you guessed it, and this other guy named Larry June. Come back to Hollywood, and he takes me to this studio where it's a 20-room studio where Janae Aiko comes through, Miguel, Nipsey Hussle, all types of big artists comes through, and the owner, like I said, everywhere I go, I present myself as a Kimanian that does what I do. And he just took to me and he's like, yo, you could be here every day recording on our equipment, everything for free every day. And I was like, that was a blessing in itself. So I'm there every day. Artists come through. He introduces me to them. So that's where I'm pretty sure when I get back know that it's going to be a flow where I know artists going to want music videos. So it's just going to start flowing for me.
Man.
And then the other thing, I was filming on stage with Ash Roth due to
Saw
me
that.
being in San Francisco filming for one of the guys that was on stage. I said, oh, you got a show coming up in Hollywood? He said, yeah. Filmed him. He let me stay on stage with Ash Roth and filmed Ash Roth, and he posted it. So like, and this is just in the last like 3 weeks. Like my whole schedule, like just flipped. Like I've just been out on the road every day. You know, if it's in the studio or if I'm filming for some artist on stage or something, and everything just started like opening up. No, you know, like it's just so crazy. Like I feel so happy right now.
Are you anxious to go back?
Definitely.
Because you know what's coming up?
Yeah, and I don't want to lose that momentum.
Yeah.
You know, like, because that's all it is over here. Is you don't catch people when you catch them, it's like they're gone.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, man. So it's
Who
so
are you?
fast.
Why are you coming back to the store? You told me you can come back anytime. You stayed here too long.
Yeah.
But I get it. I get it. And that's a blessing, man. I'm glad that you told that story on the radio because, you know, you spoke about something that a lot of people fear. And that's like leaving to only crash. Like you say, okay, I'm going to come back here.
Yeah.
Nothing is going to happen.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
Yeah.
And then you actually made it happen. Like, you had good surroundings. You had good people. They called you like crazy. So is that important? Do you need a team? Do you need good friends?
Of course, you need support from everything. Because if it wasn't for my mom and too, I'm pretty sure I would have just fall flat and just be like, y'all. Because I see so much bones out there. Like, I could end up being one of them guys that just had too much pride to even like come back and say, y'all failed. So I'd end up being a bum. But my mom helped me out too. Like, people help me out. Like, people be like, y'all, whatever you need, just let me know.
Yeah.
And then just having that. Like, and I think for a reason, I feel like everything that's going on right now is for a reason because like if it wasn't for none of that, there's no way I could have that confidence to make any of that happen. Because if you told me I was going to go there and spend the first 5 months struggling and I ended up going there broke, like I'd have been like, yo, what a point to go ahead? Like, why am I going to start making all this money I'm making right now to go and do that just for that to happen and not know we're going, you know? So like definitely having that support would definitely like 100%. Like, but I feel like everything that's going on right now, I don't know, man. It's just everything that's going on right now is supposed to be what it is. Like I feel like a new page is flipped where we entered a new era where everything that's going on for Keeman right now is supposed to be because we always wanted this so bad, like to be a thing. And I think it's just reaching the beginning stage with everything and I think it has to do with what's going on with technology, what's going on with the music industry and in the whole world. I think and what we're doing down here with what everyone's doing on the scenes with with CMC, with Star, with what everyone's trying to do. I think the father, and with even with the arts, with films. I was on the Bidare, and he said when we did Southside Story and he did Devil You Know, that was only 2 films and came out for that year.
Yeah.
Now this year we have 14 films, and that was just in 2 years. So the growth that I'm seeing, like in the event Jake threw, at Kings with and having artists, do headline the show. Like you have like 5 came out about to do a show. It's like everyone's together, just working towards one, just like building the scene, and I love it. I just feel it's so needed right now. And
What if somebody showed you like a visual? Like they said, come sit with me, man. It might be the spookiest conversation you ever had.
Yeah.
But somebody come say, come sit with me, man. I got a laptop here. They opened it up, and you saw yourself in that, but you've never seen this video before because you never filmed it.
Yeah.
It wasn't you. You didn't film that video. Somebody some stranger happened to show you a visual of what you're going to experience in LA.
Yeah.
But they cut it off at the part where you fell. The part where like that was a wrap.
Yeah.
Like after the Craigslist and the depression stage. So they stop it there.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do?
Would you still want to go through?
Yeah.
Like, do you want to go still?
What do you want to do? You still want to go and do this?
If they'll tell, unless it would God say like, yo, this is
But
gonna
I mean,
happen.
they're asking you. They can still send you. I can't tell you how the story's gonna end.
Okay, if you
but
said
I can
that,
still send you.
I'm gonna say sure. I'm gonna say, you know what? What's gonna happen? I'm gonna end up working somewhere I don't want to work, and just living a life that I don't want to live. So nothing could be worse than that. So I'm like, yo, let's just see what happens. It's 5 months. I'll go crazy for 5 months just to see what happens.
Man.
Yeah. I can't give it up, man. Like, I'll go crazy if I did give it up. So like, no matter how crazy it gets, I'd rather take how crazy that is than me doing what I don't want to do. So
it means you love it.
Yeah, definitely. I don't want nothing else, man.
That's important.
Yeah.
Yo, so Josh, we're gonna talk about your One Night in LA video.
Yeah, I gotta tell you something for real. Like what happened that same night I was shooting.
Oh man, you got stories for days.
I got one more that's like the icing on the cake that what's been happening lately.
Oh man. Yeah. One question I do want to ask though, Josh, your biggest fear.
Yeah.
Like, what's your biggest fear now today? Like, what's one thing you fear? Like for me, it's not. Like I always tell people this, my answer is always the same. Not being relevant. Like meaning that relevant in a sense of like it's not a cocky way of saying it. It's mean that I tell my son all the time, when I die, I want to be able for somebody to say he made a difference in this arena.
Yeah.
Like for this area, it could be music, it could be in the church arena, it could be he was a great dad, it could be he was a great husband.
Just whatever that's a story that they could learn from.
I just want to be like he paved the ways for good husband. He paved the ways for a good dad. He paved the way for music in general, homeland music. So that's my biggest fear, dying and not accomplishing that.
Yeah, that's part of mine too. I feel like that's a great part of mine too. And another one, like I was just saying, is like just being in a position where I just don't want to be doing what, like I just feel like life's short, and I feel like you said, like to even pave a way to leave a mark on an example for people, and I think, just that part, and also just not doing what I want to do, like being in a position where I just don't want to be and end up doing that forever.
Yeah.
Like not amounting to nothing that you could say, oh, well, that guy taught me this just from how he was, because he was this or he tried this or whatever, so just like I'm pretty sure mine is the same thing, like yours, in a sense.
Blessings. Yo, Josh Pearl's here. He's gonna be talking about what happened in his music video for One Night in LA, and we're gonna be playing that song. We always play that one. That's one of the favorites, along with this one I'm about to play. It's my son's favorite too. Sapside is on right now. Star. Sam's a great guy.
Sam, man.
And One Night in LA, which is popular for your blogs.
Yeah.
Vlogs, I should call it.
Yeah.
If anybody hasn't seen your vlogs yet, man, tell them the website to go and check it out.
Yeah.
Because they got to watch from start to finish.
For sure. That's why I tell everybody. It's like a legit seasonal show. Like, every Sunday I try to put out an episode. I mean, you're not going to get one till I go back, because I want this whole trip to be an episode. But definitely at Southside.com, you can catch all of my content from the first episode to the one that's most recent now. My music videos, everything that's going on for me is on that one site. And yeah, man, the blog is just me showing you what's going on every second of my life when I'm over there, just behind the scenes.
It's really good too, guys. You need to check it out, man. Take my recommendation on that. You won't regret it, okay? All right, man. So One Night in LA, you shot the video.
Yeah.
And that song is amazing, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
We're going to play that pretty soon.
Yeah.
But the concept.
Yeah.
What was the concept of One Night in LA? I know what it was, but feed the public.
Yeah. I was even gonna shoot a video for it. Sam, he came to LA from Australia, and he said, let's work. And I'm like, for sure. So what we want to do? He was like, let's just. He said he like one night in LA, and he wants to just capture what he feels about how he felt when he listened to the song. And he just felt like he just like pictured me just reminiscing, like, and that's basically what the song was, just me like telling you about one night that I had in LA. And he's like, this is get you driving around and just film everything one night in LA. And that was the whole concept, and he did a great job capturing what he felt with the visual.
I felt like there was two versions to that video.
There's a director's cut, and there's the cut that I edited, because we never got to sit down and edit it because he had to fly out the next day. So I did my edit and he did his edit, which is
so your edit is completely different than his.
Definitely, his is more cinematic and mine is more themed as far as like the concept and how the colors look and everything. So, but it's two different versions, which is dope for promoting, because it's like, there could be two different people that have different tastes.
Worth the watch.
Yeah.
Let me just say that.
Thank you.
Worth the watch. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. I promise you won't regret it, man. Yeah. But what happened? What amazing thing happened with this?
Yeah, so alright, so the first night when we started, Sam, like I said, Sam left, but there was one we were supposed to rent, and it was like I said, everything happened for a reason. All this happened like is a reason. So there was this one shot, if you've seen in my video version, you see the car. There's these car scenes where I had the camera clamped onto the side of the car, where you could see the wheel spinning, or you could see the sign, or it's just like it was something that I had to rent to shoot. And when Sam was there, we never got to rent it. So when he left, I went to go and rent it so I could shoot it. And when I was shooting it by myself, and I guess it all happened for a reason, because when I was shooting it, I had to set it up in my car. And when I wanted to go to get the next angle, I stopped the car outside of this building, and this guy, while I was mounting it, this guy just randomly parked in front of me, and he came, and it's like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, and this guy just came up to me. He's like, yo, what you doing, King? And I was like, I just shooting one music video. He's like, word, what you doing? And I was like, I do videos too. And then he's like, alright. And I was like, what you do? And he's like, I work in the industry, but behind in the scenes of music. And I was like, alright. And then it was the weirdest thing, like I said, like opportunity is like a crazy thing, because he looked at me and he's like, yo, you want to come upstairs? And he was holding flowers in my hand. I was like, yo, do what? I'm like, who? I don't know this guy. He asked me if I want to come upstairs.
He's holding flowers and telling you to come upstairs.
So I'm like, yo, what is this situation? But it's so crazy. Like I said, I don't know if I just ignorant or whatever to whatever. And I was like, yo, sure. Because I'm an opportunist because I was like, the flowers. I think the flowers did help, because if you didn't have them, I'm like, all right, whatever. So we go upstairs now. As soon as I walk in the building, dope building, everything modern, big screens, everything, like, it's crazy.
So this is his house?
No, this is a legit like office like space, where it's like a big company space. I see magazines on the wall, I see stars, like music artists on the wall, their pictures and everything. He takes me into his office and he's like, all right, show me. And this time he's thinking I'm just doing music videos, so he's like, all right, show me your work. And I played to my homies, and he started watching the video, and he saw me in the video. He's like, wait, you do music? And I was like, yeah. And then he's like, all right, he's like, show me other stuff, show him the China stuff. He's like, hold on. He calls his girlfriend on the phone, and he's like, yo, I'm gonna change this guy's life. You don't even know what's going on. This is guy, he got an accent, da 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 da. And I'm like, this guy could really be gassing. And he broke down the whole thing that they're a label, and then they have these artists sign. He showed me their work, what they're doing, everything. And I was like, wow, this guy really maybe want to sign me. But then I wasn't hyped about it, because that's when I realized that, like, this is LA, so like if this happening right now, let me chill out and see what the offer is before I even get hyped about it and say I could do anything, because at this time I'm looking at it like, all right, if this is the first guy, what other opportunities would other people come up to me and ask me that? So it's a great relationship that I'm building with them, and I'll see what happens. It could be something great, but it's just something dope that happened, as far as just like an opportunity where something might happen, where could be a change where I get signed or something, if the deal is great,
Oh, man.
Yeah, man.
You just holding back stories, Josh.
I will so you tell you that, man.
Yo, man. So you're in talks with this guy now.
Yeah, we're building a relationship where he's just checking in. He's gonna set up meetings with me with these people where we'll see what happens with far as just like what we can do with each other. Because I always want, no matter like how desperate it seems, I always want to be my own man, and I don't want to be under no one. I want to control my own destiny. So if it's right, then but I'm not gonna act desperate to the situation. Yeah.
Yo, love it so far. Love everything I'm hearing, man. Yo, big up to Josh Pearl in the studios. We're gonna be playing one night in LA pretty soon. And don't forget the website, sapside.com. Go check it out for the vlogs and also the one night in LA video. You got 2 cuts on there?
Yeah, no, my cut's on it, but you could. I'll post the next one on it. Yeah.
Keep it locked, man. Here's my first meal. Just had Josh Pearl in the studio, and we were talking about his life experience, making it, going to LA, traveling. Mad respect. Thanks for coming on the show. It was a blessing. And continue to keep doing your thing in LA, man. It was definitely something. It was worth listening. I hope everybody was listening to what this man had to say.
I appreciate you for getting me to talk about them things too, because I never did, like in that depth. So perfect, man.
Perfect. Sapside.com. Watch this video one night in LA.
Yo, I want some of the pictures.